Hey everybody, it's Paul Grossman, the dark arts wizard of test automation. And if you're watching this recorded, I'd like to welcome you to our session here. We're going to be doing test automation with no code and without a page object model. What does that get us? Well, a whole lot less time writing page object models and updating page object models, a whole lot less time doing writing code, and a whole lot more playing around in automating, which is what I love to do. Been doing it for 20 years, and I absolutely love it. I can see there is one person who is actually watching me right now, which they left. Dang it. I guess I got to give a shout out to them earlier. All right. Well, if you're watching, I'm going to tell you a little secret about what we're going to be doing if you're watching the recording. Here we go. We have one person. Hey, I got one person who's watching me. I'd like to get it a lot, but I'm going to say hello. I'm going to sit here and say hello to my one person. Can you just say hello back? I've got one person who's not. You know what? We're going to switch over to sharing our screen. I'm going to try this one more time. We're going to show this. All right. So I'm showing you a simulation website that I built. This is really cool. You're going to learn a lot about all the different things that I kind of interact with when I'm doing automation. And one of those things is the Web Sim AI. This is really cool because you can create a web simulator website, and it'll say, "Hey, I'm looking for I want to build a mock product billing and shipping page so that I can do this." Now, absolutely, I could do this as well with, let's say, Best Buy. Not a sponsor, by the way, but I can do that and go and actually interact with things on there. But I always like to set up things just to just to kind of explore it just a little bit. So I have this website over here, and I'm going to go and automate it using Test Rigger. Now, what is this actually thing going to do? I'm going to put in my name, Paul. I'm going to put in my street address. It's 123 Main Street. And the city I live in is Chicago. And the state I live in is Illinois, and a zip code 60133. We'll do that. And a phone number, that's 123-456-7890. By the way, if you are watching me live right now, and somebody is, give me a shout out. Just tell me I'm not doing it just for nothing. Just if you can see the information. I can see a hello. Somebody said hello to me. Thank you for saying hello. Be friendly. So what I'm doing here, and I appreciate you looking at this, I've built a sample website. I want to go automate this. And when I automate it, I want to do it using no code and absolutely no page object model. If you know what those things are, that's great. If you know CSS or XPath, that's fantastic. I ain't doing none of that. Not a single bit. I am going to go and automate this like this. I'm going to say this is my live session. We'll do that. And if you hit a shout out to me, I'll even name this test case after you, whoever it is who's watching. And thank you for sticking around with your eyeballs out there. The way I'm going to do this is super simple. I'm going to say open URL, and I'm going to put in the name of the site. That's it right over there. I'm going to give that a start, and it is going to go and start basically opening up a virtual machine that will go and check out the billing and shipping. And then if you want to do Best Buy, and by the way, for the one person who's watching me over here, are you still watching? I hope you are. Oh, wonderful. If you want, I have got it open here. You can type in a website that I will go and check out. So if you can think of one that you want to go to, then absolutely throw it into the chat. And I, in live mode, in live real time, will go and edit this. We'll go and automate it. Now, here's what Test Rigger did. It basically gave us an image. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Let's zoom in. and see what we did here. We went to the Dark Arts delivery. That is the page right over there. Cool. Took a screen capture. The next thing says was go open this. Well, it actually did it. It was kind of redundant because in the sweet details, that is the site that I'm going to. So let's do something a little bit more exciting. Yeah? Let's, what do we want to do? We want to put in my name and the address and all that stuff. I bet you I'm going to have to write this by hand. We'll do that since we've already opened that up. We'll say, how will we do that? We would say enter my name all into a name. It couldn't be that easy, could it? I mean, it's not possible just putting Paul into the name over there that it would do it. Let's also select Illinois from state. I think we'll do that just to be fun. Let's see if I'm doing that stage. Right? You got that over there? Again, I got 2 eyeballs over here. Just a reminder to everybody. You 2 of you guys who are watching this, guys or gals, whatever we got, I'm going to update this and let it retest. I mistyped something. I missed a quote over here. All right. In fact, no, not only that, I misspelled the word select. I got so excited. So we're doing Illinois from state. I'm going to update and retest. And what we're doing is we're trying to populate this information. Put the word Paul in there. Select Illinois and do it without any freaking code. No code. You don't have to learn Java or JavaScript or Python. And if you could do me just one favor, because I'd like to know if you actually like what you see or is interested, wherever you're seeing this, if you're on Facebook, if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on on YouTube watching my channel, or if you're on Twitch, can you just post somewhere and say, I saw the Dark Arts Wizard with hashtag test trigger and hashtag Dark Arts. Make it. Just do me a favor because I want to see if anybody that actually is interested in seeing how this done. Now, this is really cool. This is my live session. I just did these steps over here, right? I want to enter Paul into the name Illinois State. No page object model, no code. I'm just going to put that in there, and then let's take a look. I open this up, and I go to enter Paul into name and select Illinois from state. Look at this. It actually combined both steps into one step. And it put Paulie in there, and it put Illinois in there. Well, that's pretty cool. That's neat. But we need to get a little bit further, right? We need to actually fill out this whole thing. So I want 123 Main for the address in Chicago. We'll do that. I'll do Chicago. Let's go over here to lives. We're going to go and quick edit this. All right. So I want to put in, do I have to put in order? Probably not. I'm going to go and enter. This is actually, it says enter text into element. So what I want to do is I want to enter, what was it, Chicago into, spell Chicago, right? So it's a fake website, so it really doesn't matter if I spell it right or not. Real websites probably will be concerned about that. Enter Chicago into city. All right. I want to, what else? Let's go, say we probably want to put in 6001 into 1 into zip. I believe there's a zip on there. We want to put in, enter into our address. Anybody want to chat with me? Tell me what kind of address did you want to put in there? Let's see, what address? We got. While you guys think about that, or something else that you want to put in there for the address, I'm open to doing anything because I am very interactive. I'm going to put in 123 Main. Obviously, I don't want to put it into there. I want to put it into the address. By the way, I'm going to say ADRESS. It's lowercase. Does it actually say address over here? It says street address with a colon, and it's a capital A. Capital A. I'm going to just make it a lowercase a. I'm not going to put in a colon or anything like that. I am going to update and retest this. Cool. What else do I want to put in there? The name. I got the address, the city, the state, the zip code. I got to do the phone number. Any other information you guys want me to put in there? And I appreciate you two people who are watching me. This is really making me happy over here. I'm going to put in the phone number. So I'm going to say phone number. I'm gonna go and let's see. This is already done. How much do we get done over here? Illinois 60001 123 Main. We just need to put in the phone number over there, and I am going to do the phone number. So we'll do that. Edit to a phone number. We're going to enter this phone number into phone. Gosh, how easy is this? Tell me how. If you are an automation engineer and you two guys are looking, or Kyle's be friendly. I'm gonna update and retest. And, oh, what else I gotta do? I gotta go click. I gotta go click. If I put this information here, I click submit. I get a message that says your magical materials will momentarily manifest. I'm gonna go copy that, and so that's gonna be. I'm gonna say click order. Let's see what I'm gonna do. Click submit. I want to click on submit, and check that this is visible. If that works, that's great. I'm going to go and update and retest. I missed a quote somewhere. Yeah, the quote. All right, quote's in. We're going to update and retest. That's why I got the little error message over there saying, hey, I got to redo the quote. This is really cool. I'm going to go to execution right now and jump over there. And this is what it kind of looks like. We're running under Ubuntu. We're running under Chrome. I have videos, and that is actually the previous run. So I'm going to go back over here and take a look at our test. The test is in progress. It's already done. It's done in 12 freaking seconds. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man, check this out. All right, so we did everything that we wanted to do here. I'm going to go and, let's see. We went to open URL. We went there. We said enter all this stuff in here. And I am going to go, and it combined all this stuff. It populated the whole field, and it did a submit. Took a screen capture, all of it together. You clicked on submit, and it says, check your magical materials will manifest momentarily is visible. And that's pretty cool. Still got 2 people watching. Hey, everybody, thank you for holding out and doing this. But here's the thing. I got to know, what do you want to see Test Rigger do? What would you like me to do, and what website do you want me to go to? All you have to do is find a website. Anything that's public out there. It doesn't have to be the company you work for. It could be somebody else. It could be Google. It could be Udemy. It could be, if you want to give a shout out to a particular company that you like, absolutely any website, just throw it in there and we'll take a look at it. Now, while you're looking at it, I wanted to mention that we can actually do a playback of what the test looked like as it was executing. So here it is going out there to this. I hit the play button, and I'll start to play back. You'll see it. It went to shipping and billing. Let's watch this thing in live or almost live. Execute as it goes and populates. It puts in a name, picked up all that stuff, filled it out, and then verified that the magical materials were done. All done in 14 freaking seconds. And how long did it take me to write this script? Well, I think I've been live for 14 minutes. So it took me 14 minutes to write this basic script screen over here. Where else should we go? What else should we do? We need to do, because I want to keep you guys entertained. Whoever's watching me, the 2 people out there who are not saying hello or anything, and I'm not saying anything about it. I want to give you some shout outs out there. I just don't know who you are. And I'm going to put another hello out there. And where do I go next? Because you can make it entertaining by giving me a website that might be entertaining, or I can keep it boring by going to a boring website. Oh, well, okay. Boring website. But it's all up to you. So you can do, I've got playing this. I'm going over to my website over here. Something may have missed at the beginning. The website I'm going to, this is really cool. Check this out. If you are not a webmaster, do we still use that term? Yeah. If you don't know how to build a website, you can go over to the site called WebSim AI and just describe, why don't you tell me what kind of website you want to build? And it will go and build that. These are the different versions I had when I first started out. I said, just make a mock billing and shipping page that has fields for the name, address, the zip code, and the phone number. And it built this. I did nothing. I had nothing to do with that. And then I'm like, well, I need more. So I went over here and I said, okay, well, add a city field and a street address. And it did that. Next thing I want to say, hey, duplicate these fields for a shipping. And then I click on that and it said, okay, I'll put it down here. I don't like it down there. I'm like, wait a second. Can you put it side by side? And he goes, yes, I can put it side by side. No big deal. Also, put in a checkbox there so I can uncheck it. Problem is, that checkbox is over this area. I can't actually uncheck it for the billing over there. The next thing I said, okay, come on, move the checkbox out of that area. And eventually it figured it out that it was over here, which is kind of cool. You know, that's something else we should probably put in our test case. So we probably want to uncheck that checkbox. So I am going to say, click. How do you do a checkbox? Oh my gosh. You know, those checkboxes, they all look alike. They're like just, it's like an element, checkbox, checkbox, checkbox. And then you got a div right next to it. And it says, you know, okay, second day air or same as biller. So I'm going to go say, click element. I could say checkbox, click element. You know what? I'm not crazy about this. Hold on a second. There's a different way I can do this. I am going to go to live mode because I'm streaming live. And I'm going to go click on debug. Now, if I click on debug, what this does is it opens up a live mode. It brings up a virtual machine that actually has the website right in front of me. So I don't necessarily have to type everything out. I can just go and click on the elements that's over there. So just a reminder, if you want to shout out, put your name or your pseudonym. We can go with that. My pseudonym growing up was Bud. I chose it intentionally because a couple of bullies wanted to call me Stinky. And I went, hey, Stinky, that's perfect. That's the name for me. And they're like, oh, it doesn't irritate them. We're going to call you Big Nose. Yes, Big Nose. I love it. And I'm like, no. And then they said, oh, we're going to call you Bud. And I'm like, don't ever call me Bud. I hate the name Bud. There's somebody in my life that just annoys me named Bud. And I don't want to do it. Funny, Sunnyvale, California is calling me right now. I don't think I have time to speak to them because I want to talk to you two guys who are watching this. So then that story, my name became Bud in high school, and it was because that's the one I wanted. So reverse psychology, take those psychology courses if you happen to, excuse me, if you happen to be in high school and don't get old like me. All right. So what were we going to say here? Yes, this is all the stuff I want to do, but the first thing I want to do is I want to go and click on same as billing. What does it say here? It says check and see if it says same as billing. Well, it's not quite what I wanted it to do, but it is going to go and do this live and says yes. All right. So I clicked on same as billing, but what I really want to do is click that checkbox. So I'm going to go and click this checkbox right here. Now, what does it say? Click this checkbox, and what did it generate? It says click on same as billing below the X your checkbox, and that's because it was already up there. So first we're going to go and clear this out. We're going to clear that thing out, and that's actually doing a validation. I'm going to say let me modify and generate. I'm going to say click X. Let's see where this goes, because you can experiment in real time, which is exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to experiment in real time and execute this and see what we get. I'm going to click on X. Now the X actually brought up the side view on this. I'm going to go click that again. I'm going to say, actually, I'm going to say refresh. Let's go and then refresh. I think I'm going to go back. We're going to go back and execute that and see if we go back, see if we get the whole thing. And does it go away? It actually went back and kind of refreshed the screen, which is the same as refresh. So we're experimenting over here. That's okay. What I really want to do is click on this element. I'm going to go and click on this checkbox. And it says click on same as billing above the submit. It's getting a little wordy because I think I can just say click on same. Let's say if I say click element to the left of, and I'm doing it live over here. Is it going to go pick up on it? And it went to, It's looking at my other stuff over here. It's going back. I need to really go back over here. Go back. Let's go back over there. I went to my other project. So what I want to do is, let's see. Check. Check. Click check mark. We're gonna click the check box to the left of same as billing. Same as billing. Do that. We'll click on that and see what we get. So we interact with that. Also use AI to figure it out. I got close, but it says, I don't quite understand exactly what you're looking for. So what I'm going to do is say, click element to the left of same as billing address. We'll do that. See what we get over there. We'll execute that. See if we can pick that up and click on it. And it did. All right. I saw that it saw it, but it's still complaining that it can't find the element by the descriptor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say click element above submit. Let's do that. Above submit. Now, here's the cool thing is that even if I can't figure it out, there we go. That one did it. Clicked on there, found it. I just had to be a little bit more generic about what I was saying. 2 people still watching. Hey, I got to give you props. Come on. And say hi or post somewhere. Do me a favor. Just say post somewhere. Dark Arts Wizard. And even the Dark Arts Wizard can't spell his name correctly. I'm sure that is entertaining for you to watch this. But if you can just post anywhere you're new, the hashtag Dark Arts Wizard and hashtag Test Rigger, like that. Put those and just say, hey, I saw the Dark Arts Wizard do this cool thing. Now, here's the thing. The 2 people are watching over here still got your eyeballs open. Nobody has sent me a website that they want to go and try to automate and test. So we're going to have to go boring. I'm sorry. Boring it is. Let's do boring. Let's go add a test case. And what do you think? Victoria's Secret might be a good place to go. Who wants to go to Victoria's Secret? You guys want to go there? Let's take a look at it. This is Best Buy. Where is Victoria's Secret? There's a website. Let's see if we can go find it. There's Victoria's Secret. That's a fun place to go. I'm going to go and copy this. And we'll go over here to our live stream. I'm going to go say Victoria's Secret is where I am headed. I'm going to say open URL. Let's see. I still only got 2 people with their eyeballs over it. What? You know what you could do when one person left? Isn't that great? One person like, I'm not looking around, waiting around for that. Well, at least one person is hanging out. Why? Do me a favor and just go share a link over there and say, hey, look at this crazy guy. He's doing this test automation with Victoria's Secret. We'll call it Victoria's Secret. We're going to go open up this here, and I'm going to go over to that website and add and run. I missed a quote again. Oh, I misspelled open. Well, that's what I get when I go going fast. All right, we're going to Victoria's website. Victoria's Secret over there. We're setting up. Should take a second, get over there, and maybe we'll do Best Buy next time. Still got one person staring at me over here. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And let's go open the first and go in the process. Let's see. We were at the billing and shipping, but then we're going to switch over to Victoria's Secret. And what do we got? Well, we got Victoria's Secret. Oh, they do cookies and tracking. So I definitely want to click OK on that, right? Yep. Click OK. Click. OK. Like that. And I got one more quote in there. We'll hit that. And what else do we want to do? Victoria's Secret. I'll click on OK. Do I want to join? Already a member? Just click somewhere on the page. Yeah, I guess we could do that. And what are we going to search for? We're going to search for jackets. Yep, jackets. I'm going to search for jackets. I'm going to see if we go over here, click OK, and then click. I'm going to say, let's see, search for jackets. But I definitely want to click on that one gray area out there. I'm going to go and hit update and retest over there. And while I do that, I'm going to go jump back over to live mode. We're going to go to jump back to live mode, open URL, and I'm going to go to Victoria's Secret, and we'll click OK. I'm going to go execute that, change this to 1, go over here, and I also want to maybe modify my input so I can see what I'm putting in there. And whoever's sitting over there, I'm going to click OK like that. And that's the AI going, I don't know. I'm going to go and click OK over here. I guess I should have waited for OK to appear. I'm going to say exactly, click exactly. By the way, when we do this, by default, it's case insensitive and lowercase matches. So clicking OK will probably match an O and a K somewhere on the screen. Not really what I want to do. I want to click exactly OK and see what I get. And it gets OK. It says cool. Now, keep in mind, when I did this online, I just clicked somewhere in the page. I'm going to do the exact same thing over here. I'm going to go generate locator options. So I'm going to just go click right there. And it says, here's this interesting, weird thing that will probably change. I would never use, but I can definitely do click element with the coordinates of 702.152, which is just some generic area over here. And then I want to go and enter and go enter. What are we looking for? We said jackets into search. You think, is that going to work? I mean, will it work? If I spell it correctly, it certainly will. Here we go. Doing that. All right. I'm going to go and search for jackets over here. And I want to check that jackets on sale appears there. So let me see if I can get that. Oh, I want to switch to generate command. Let's see if I can input exactly. Let's try hoodies. That's digging pretty deep into there. What I really want to do is to check that page, that text appears. So I'm going to say check jackets. Jackets. Watch Polly misspell. Jackets zip up. We'll do jackets zip up is visible. Now you want to hold on just a minute or so, because in just 1 second, I'm going to go and do AI validation, which I think is going to be pretty cool. Let's check this out. So hang on. I'm going to do AI validation using test rigger on our favorite site over there, Pink. All right. So is this there? Yeah, it says, yeah, it found it. Look, here's the picture. Jackets zip up. It's right there in the screen capture. My gosh, how easy can somebody make this? Just automation. All right, so I promised you we're going to do a AI validation. And we're going to do this, and then we're going to wrap it up, because nobody's suggesting where else I want to go. And this is about as saucy as I get. All right, here it is, an AI validation. I want to verify that there is a woman wearing a pink jacket. And this is how I do it. I'm going to say check page, and I'm going to say the AI description contains a woman wearing a pink jacket using AI. That's it. I said pick. I want pink. Pink. All right. Contains a woman wearing a pink jacket. Let's see if it can find it. We're going to go and execute that. Now, it takes a little bit extra time, some overhead that it does in order to invoke the AI. So an important thing to keep in mind when everyone's getting all excited about AI, remember it is like a salt in a soup. You're making soup, and if you don't use an AI, well, everyone's okay with the soup. It's nothing to write home about. But if you use all of the entire package of AI in the soup, everyone complains it's too slow. You really want to do when you're working with AI, don't get too lost in the hype where, we're going to do everything with AI. I'm like, that's great, but your test case will take 2 hours to complete. And that's just one of them. You want to limit your AI to just where you want it to do. Now, it is completed over here. It said yes, and it says, yeah, somewhere in this picture, I see a picture of a woman wearing a pink jacket. But wait, let's go a little bit more. Let's go and take a look at what the description might be. And I'm going to go and say we're going to download the source. The source is, that's not exactly what I want. I'm going to go finish this session and go and save it. I'm going to go and confirm that the session is completed. And here is my last run. And there is something going on with the robot. The robot's saying, hey, I'm doing some stuff over here. You leave me alone. We're going to go over to more details and show extra info. And check this out. This is the coolest thing. I got two people. Someone else just joined. Welcome or welcome back. You might be the same person. Just a little heads up. We're doing test automation with no code, with no page object model. And I got a little bored, so I went over to Victoria's Secret instead of Best Buy. So I'm probably fired tomorrow. Anyway, if you have a website you want me to go and do, I will absolutely give you a shout out. I will go to that website and go validate something. But before we do that, and by the way, that is in our chat. And if you could do me a favor, do a post saying, I saw the Dark Arts Wizard, hashtag Dark Arts Wizard or at Dark Arts Wizard. Whatever social media you're looking at this on, if you're on X, if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, if you're on Facebook, if you do at Dark Arts Wizard, you're probably going to find me. And just put a hashtag Dark Arts Wizard and test automation, hashtag test rigger, because that's the tool I'm using today in order to automate this. So just check this out. Check this out. The statement contains a woman wearing a jacket is true. And why? This is what the AI responded. The screenshot clearly shows a woman wearing a pink jacket, but it continues. It's in the middle of the product display. It is. The visual evidence confirms the statement as the page source does not contradict the visual observation. That's a fancy way of saying that it could not see woman wearing a pink jacket as a descriptor in the source of the page. We visually looked at it and went, yep, it's right there, and gave us even more information that I actually asked for to look at. So let's take a look at this. I'm going to go for the new person who just joined over here. And like I said, you can put in a www.wheredoyouwanttogO.com and tell me what you want to test. I mean, it can it could absolutely be Google. It could be YouTube, whatever website. It doesn't matter to me. This was the first half that you may have missed while you're watching this. Again, thank you for sticking around all this time. This was going to the shipper and biller information of a website that I built just from WebSim AI, just by asking it to just build me a website that does this. I don't have to describe it or do it. Essentially, I went through this and said, hey, can you put my first name in the name? Could you put Illinois in the state? Could you put Chicago in the city? And look at this. If you're in automation, you know how much time it takes to write stuff like this in code. You got to do your page object model. You have to do your XPath. You got your CSS. This doesn't use any of that. This is just me messing around here for 35 minutes building this out at the Dark Arts the delivery. Just saying, enter 123 main into address. This is so freaking simple. It's easy. enter 123456, this number, into the phone, and it does it. Click on the submit button, and it does it. And verify that your magical materials will manifest momentarily, and it did manifest momentarily onto the screen. And then we decided we want to click on this check button to get rid of it. And yeah, we did that. And then we went and said, okay, verify that this actually exists. Click the X. We went through, this is the whole live session I was just doing a few minutes ago, and jumping back and forth and doing things and going over to my roulette thing. Don't worry, that's a whole different story on that. And then coming over here and trying to click on that checkbox in live mode, and finally figuring out that we could actually hit it by hitting relative element location. You know what that is? This is a checkbox element, and it's saved. Oh, you know what we should do? Oh, we should absolutely do this. Let's go take a look at what this looks like from the from our website. If I can get this is hiding. I know there's a way I can do this. There's go inspect. We'll go inspect this thing, and then I'll go and click on this and bring it up over here, and let's see if I take a look at this thing. This is the most important thing. This is a checkbox, and it does have same as billing as same as billing address, same as billing as the ID, same as billing as the name, but the actual associated label is same as billing address is not the actual input. This is the input, but this is the element that's next to it. To do this in code, you have to do page object model. You have to do a relative element location. Okay, describe a checkbox that has a label after it that has same as billing address. Page object, no need to do that. We can just go and say, I want to click on the element that's above submit. Right there. It's easy and peasy. You could say the element that is to the left of same as billing address. It's really simple. And then next we went over to Victoria's Secret. We saw a little spinner out there. Test rigger sits there and goes, I see a spinner, so I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until the spinner goes away, and then I'm going to wait for an object to appear. Do you know what the biggest problem with automation is? It's a calendar. But besides that, besides a calendar object, the biggest problem with automation is trying to figure out that timing. When is the page done building? And one of the major things we figured out is that almost 90% of developers out there call a spinner something like spin, or wait, or waiting, or building, or something like that. And if it sees that, it goes, oh, wait, there's a spinner, hold off. And then it starts counting out, what's the default wait time for a page? 30 seconds. But that's after we detect that the spinner is gone away. We go over here, and then we go and saying, well, we're trying to click on this element over here when we're doing it live. And then we finally said, okay, click exactly okay. It found the okay over there. And then we said, well, this is old school automation. I only show it because sometimes it is the only way you can get to an element. That is about 0.000% of the time that you can't find an element, and you have to go back to automation 1998. But in this case, it said click on 702152. There is the dot right there. You can see that it clicked on this in order to clear out this little thing here. And then the next thing, what do we say? Enter jackets into search. It did it right there. And then next we said, check that jacket zip up is visible. And there it is right there. And then the last thing was to do an AI with the jacket saying, hey, I want to see a woman wearing a pink jacket that's on the screen over there. All right. Well, guess what? I think we are at the end of the stream. I've lost one person. One person did stick around to watch this whole thing. I think I'm going to close this up right now. Maybe you're watching as a recording. Again, do me a favor and just hit me up anywhere on any social media. Say, I saw the Dark Arts Wizard. Hashtag Dark Arts Wizard, at Dark Arts Wizard. Most likely, either one of those will hit me up on any social media that you happen to see. And then say hashtag TestRigger, TESTRIGOR. If you could do me that favor, that would be good. Well, we had two people watching over here. I appreciate both of you guys to jump in and check it out. Next time, be more interactive. I'm always up for interaction. I might even bring you on screen. So thank you very much for watching. We're going to end this live stream over here. And hey, keep automating tests and try to do it the easiest, fastest way possible. If you have any questions, reach out to me. You can reach me at thedarkartswizard@gmail.com. You can reach me on YouTube at Paul Grossman, the Dark Arts Wizard. You can reach me on Twitter, X, Dark Arts Wizard handle. You can reach me on Twitch. You can reach me on Substack. Whatever you happen to be on, I'm there. So let me know, and have yourself a great day. Cheers.